All right, so I play the New York Times spelling bee every day, every morning. And I thought, wouldn't it be fun to take all the joy out of playing the game and just solve it with computers? So here I have just an empty Go project, well, almost empty. And I have a list of words, about 18,000 Scrabble dictionary words. So it shouldn't have any acronyms or proper nouns or anything in it. And let's figure out how to solve the game. So indeed, I do want to read the file first. So I'm just going to do this. And then do the classic Go boilerplate of just panicking if there's an error. So I think let's go over the game. What is the game? What is the spelling bee? So the spelling bee is let me just pull it up because that's probably easier. It's a grid of letters, or it's a honeycomb of letters. So we have 6 letters on the edge and then 1 center letter that is required. So center letter must be used. We have 6 optional letters on the, well, it doesn't matter where they are. 6 optional letters. Words must be 4 characters, or 4 letters minimum. So we'll just put this up here, since these are global rules. Center letter must be used, 6 optional letters, words must be 4 characters minimum. That's about it for rules. I don't think there's any maximum length, at least not that I've observed. Really the only caveat is the center letter must be used. So there's a few ways we could do this. I think the easiest way is not to generate permutations or anything like that. I think basically we can just loop over every word, check if it contains center letter, and then check if it has all the other letters, or has some of the other letters. That should be basically it. Oh yeah, and then, well, make sure it's, we do 1.1, make sure it's 4, or it's greater than 4. Well, I guess greater than equal to 4 technically, but anyway. So I think that'll be pretty good, because there's only 20 or 18,000 words. That's a pretty short loop for a computer to do. So realistically, we can just go over every word in the dictionary. So let's do that. So we'll just do for word over, we'll have to split seek, which I think is the good one. Yeah. And we'll have to string cast words text. Just to make sure that we're doing this right, let's just print every word in the dictionary. Oops. And it's mad because I did not use word. And I forgot to give it the splitter. Okay. So if we run this, it just prints every word in the dictionary and then freezes for some reason. Okay, there we go. Oh, good lord. Okay, so now we have a loop over every word. We can get rid of words that are less than 4 characters. So we'll just continue if it's a small word. So we'll just continue if it's a small word. So we'll just continue if it's a small word. So we'll just continue if it's a small word. So we'll just continue if it's a small word. So we'll just continue if it's a small word. So we'll just continue if it's a small word. So we'll just continue if it's a small word. So we'll just continue if it's a small word. So we'll just continue if it's a small word. So we'll just continue if it's a small word. So we'll just continue if it's a small word. So we'll just continue if it's a small word. So we'll just continue if it's a small word. So we'll just continue if it's a small word. So we'll just continue if it's a small word. So we'll just continue if it's a small word. So we'll just continue if it's a small word. So we'll just continue if it's a small word. So we'll just continue if it's a small word. So we'll just continue if it's a small word. So we'll just continue if it's a small word. So we'll just continue if it's a small word. So we'll just continue if it's a small word. So we'll just continue if it's a small word. So we'll just continue if it's a small w don't need format yet. And now we can just start looking at its letters. So I think the easiest way to do this is just to iterate over the runes. So I think we can just range over a string, and that'll give us each rune in the string. And then, I guess first we probably need the actual input letters. So let's bring in flag, and I think we can pull in the letters from flag.args, which will just give us an array of everything we pass to the program. So the center letter will be letters 0. So now back here, we go over every character in the word, and so if the rune is equal to the center, okay, we can do that up here. We'll just cast this to a rune. I think that's how you do it. I don't do string manipulation like that very often. Okay, so if the rune is the center, then we continue, but we need to have center true. So we'll set like a flag so that as we're going through, we know that it has, this is like our only, that's basically the only condition, is does it have the center letter? That's the only real rule. And then the rest of it's just if the rest of the word has, so what we could do is if we encounter a letter that isn't in our list of letters, we continue. So if we do it we can do it backwards basically. So if R is not, so let's go up here, let's just make, because these are really annoying to cast. There's probably a better way to do this, but I'm gonna do it this way. Okay, so now we have every rune for all of our input letters. So now we can just do if R is not first, or and it's not second, and it's not third, and there's probably, if there were more than just, because it's a fixed number of letters, I'm just going to do this, but there's probably a better way to do this more programmatically, but honestly, this is fine. Why overcomplicate something when it can just be an if statement? Okay, so if we're going through the word, we hit a letter that doesn't match any of our input letters, which means it does not match the puzzle, we need to just break that word loop. Break out of, we have to break out of the parent loop. So we need we need a word loop, but we need a little label. Now we're writing C. Hell yeah. So that'll break out of the word. So then if we get through the whole word, so this 4 completes, doesn't break out of the word loop, that means that all of the letters are in the list. So if at this point has centers true, that means that all of the letters matched the list and it had the center letter. At which point it is a result. So let's make a result, or matches. And then we can just do matches, append matches, word. And then we need to arrange over matches, and then we'll just print word, new line, word. Okay, so this should work, I think. Let's test it. So we'll run, yeah, so the center, right. So the center letter, or the center letter, is just the first in the list. The rest of the order doesn't matter, but that's how we did that. So let me look at the thing today. So the thing today was C is in the middle, and then B-K-O-M-A-E. Okay. So indeed, I got most of these. There you go. So all of these have the center letter, which today was Z, and they only contain the letters following that. Yeah, there you go. That's all it takes to solve the spelling bee. So, taking a look through it again, this is the whole algorithm basically. Just go through every word in the language and see if all of its letters match the input letter. It's honestly way easier than I thought. I thought this would be more complicated, because it seems more complicated. Like, oh, I have to find every word, and so it just turns out there's not that many words. Or, you know, in computer terms, even hundreds of thousands of words isn't really that much to just loop over. So that's it. There you go. We solved the spelling bee. It's that easy. Thanks for watching.